weird, that being an understatement. Here we are now at the Palace of Holyroodhouse. Now this is the official residence in Scotland of the Queen. So basically, wherever the hell she goes, she has a place to stay. And not really just any place, but a palace. So it's not a bad life. And over to the right is Holyrood Park, which reminds me a lot of the movie Highlander. And there's actually, you can see, well, I can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually people walking around on paths up there. If you look at the palace now, it is completely symmetrical, but it wasn't always like that. On the left here, you see that the stone is much rougher on that tower than the stone over on this tower. And that's because the left-hand side of the palace was the original and oldest part of the palace, built in 1530. It wasn't until 1670 that the right side of the palace was built. And Holyroodhouse used to be an abbey, and for the past 500 years it has then become a palace. Here we are in the Palace Quadrangle, a nice little grassy area right in the center of the palace. From here you can see that there were 3 different types of design used in the construction of the palace. On the first floor you can see the Doric columns used. This is going back to like elementary school history right here. On the second floor, the Ionic columns were used. And I still remember this, right? And on the third floor, the Corinthian columns were used. So they were all used to create a nice balance in the design of the palace. The roof is completely gone, as is much of the innards of it. But this is what it originally looked like. So it's gone through quite a change. But it must have been a magnificent place in its time. Stained glass windows fill those holes. Here we have a bit better view of people walking along the paths up on the hill. There's one right there. Sort of gives you an idea of the immense size of that hill.